Hello everyone, welcome back to a dive into history, your go-to place for all things world history. Today, we're diving into Unit 1.1, a crucial part of the World History AP curriculum. First, Song Dynasty. It was a significant advancement in technology and trade. Second, the Mongol invasions, led by figures like Genghis Khan and later Kublai Khan, resulted in the establishment of the Yuan dynasty in 1271. Third, the multiple different cultural and intellectual developments involved in this section are very important: Confucianism, Buddhism, and literature art. Last and finally, trade and commerce mainly revolved around the maritime trade and the Silk Road. Now, let's look more deeply into each of these main points. First, the Song Dynasty. The Song Dynasty witnessed a flourishing economy driven by agricultural advancements and increased trade. The use of paper money facilitated commercial activities. This dynasty was established by Emperor Taizu in 960, who reunified China after the fall of the Tang dynasty.
The Mongol invasions and the Yuan dynasty marked a significant period in Chinese history, characterized by the conquest and rule of China by the Mongol Empire. The Mongol invasions during the 13th century, led by figures like Genghis Khan and his grandson Kublai Khan, marked a pivotal chapter in Chinese history. Genghis Khan's forces initially conquered western Xia and Jin territories, laying the groundwork for the subsequent assault on the southern Song dynasty. Kublai Khan, after Genghis Khan's death, completed the conquest of the southern Song in 1279, unifying China under Mongol rule and establishing the Yuan dynasty in 1271. Employing advanced military tactics, including siege warfare and naval power, the Mongols integrated Mongol and Chinese administrative systems in the Yuan dynasty. Kublai Khan moved the capital to Kambalik, modern-day Beijing, and adopted certain aspects of Chinese political institutions while maintaining a distinct Mongol ruling class. Despite cultural exchange and economic growth along the Silk Road, the later years of the Yuan dynasty were marked by internal strife, economic challenges, and rebellions. In 1368, the Ming dynasty successfully overthrew the Yuan dynasty, ushering in a new era of native Han Chinese rule and signaling the end of Mongol dominance in China. The Yuan dynasty, 1271 to 1368, in China, founded by Kublai Khan, marked a period of Mongol rule characterized by the unification of the country and the establishment of a unique blend of Mongol and Chinese administrative systems. Kublai Khan, after conquering the southern Song dynasty in 1279, moved the capital to Kambalik, modern-day Beijing, and embraced certain elements of Chinese political institutions while maintaining a distinct Mongol ruling class. The dynasty fostered cultural exchange, patronizing various religions, and actively participated in trade along the Silk Road, introducing innovations such as paper currency. Despite these accomplishments, the Yuan dynasty faced internal strife, economic challenges, and rebellions, ultimately leading to its decline and overthrow by the Ming dynasty in 1368, which sought to restore native Han Chinese rule. During the Song dynasty, Confucianism experienced a revival and became the dominant ideological and ethical framework in China. Known as Neo-Confucianism, this development, led by scholars like Zhu Xi, sought to integrate Confucian principles with elements from Buddhism and Taoism. The Song rulers adopted Confucianism as the state ideology, institutionalizing it through civil service exams that emphasized Confucian texts. Moral and ethical values, including filial piety and virtue, were central, and education, particularly success in the civil service exams, became a key avenue for social mobility. Confucianism reinforced a hierarchical social structure and faced challenges from other philosophical traditions. Despite criticisms, it profoundly influenced governance, education, and societal norms, shaping the cultural landscape of the Song dynasty. In simple words, Confucianism is an ancient Chinese belief system which focuses on the importance of personal ethics and morality. Whether it is only or a philosophy or also a religion is debated. And here are some picture examples. During the Song dynasty, 960–1279, in China, Buddhism underwent a notable revival with a particular emphasis on Chan, Zen, and Pure Land Buddhism. The period witnessed imperial patronage, as emperors supported Buddhist monasteries and text translations, though there were also instances of skepticism and anti-Buddhist sentiment, especially among Confucian scholars. Buddhist art and literature flourished, portraying spiritual themes in paintings and sculptures. Monasteries became centers of learning, contributing to the preservation of Buddhist texts. The interaction between Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism increased, leading to syncretic movements. Chan Buddhism thrived with notable figures like Dehui Zonggao and Hongzhi Zhengjue. Overall, the Song dynasty was a dynamic era for Buddhism in China, marked by imperial support, artistic achievements, scholarly activities, and interactions with other philosophical traditions. Chinese literature during the Song period contained a range of different genres and was enriched by the social complexity of the period. The visual arts during the Song dynasty were heightened by new developments in areas such as landscape and portrait painting. Maritime trade, a vital component of global commerce, involved the transportation of goods and people across oceans, seas, and waterways. The maritime trade routes, including the Indian Ocean, Mediterranean Sea, and South China Sea, facilitated the exchange of commodities like spices, textiles, and precious metals. Key ports and trading cities in regions such as the Arabian Peninsula, India, Southeast Asia, and the Mediterranean became cosmopolitan centers where diverse cultures interacted, leading to the diffusion of languages, religions, and cultural practices. Beyond material trade, maritime routes were crucial for the transfer of maritime technologies and navigation techniques, contributing to the success of long-distance voyages and exploration. The Silk Road, an ancient network of interconnected trade routes, comprised both overland and maritime pathways that facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the East and West. Spanning across Asia, the Middle East, and parts of Europe, the land routes of the Silk Road connected major trade hubs like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Xi'an. While silk was a notable commodity, a diverse array of goods, including spices, textiles, and precious metals, flowed along these routes, fostering cultural interactions and the dissemination of religions such as Buddhism, Islam, and Christianity. The Silk Road served as a conduit not only for material trade but also for the transfer of scientific and technological knowledge, contributing to the enrichment of civilizations along its course. The interconnectedness brought about by the Silk Road played a pivotal role in shaping the course of history and laying the groundwork for global trade and cultural exchange. Now, that wraps up Unit 1.1 of World History App Developments in East Asia. Go watch my next video on Unit 1.2 on the developments of Dar al-Islam to get a 5 on that AP exam in May. Thanks for watching.